And such is the case with the world's greatest conundrum. Thank God there is a solution. There is an answer to that particular conundrum. How can God justify the sinner while at the same time remain just himself? To simply forgive the sinner would mean that the just demands of the law had not been satisfied and had not been met. The law must be honored. The penalty of sin must be paid. The justice of God must be satisfied. But sinful man is inept. Sinful man is powerless. Sinful man is unable to do such things for themselves. And so God, in his infinite wisdom, devised a mean whereby sinners, banished from him, separated from him, would not be eternally expelled from him, but instead would be redeemed by him. In the inscrutable mind of God, infinite wisdom formulated a way in which God could remain just and at the same time righteously justify the ungodly. The book of Romans really presents to us that great scheme, that great way, the only way in which such could take place. The book of Romans presents to us God's solution to the world's greatest conundrum. Because in that book, Paul unfolds with forensic accuracy how just God can forgive sin and at the same time remain true to his righteous character. How can God remain righteous and at the same time justify the guilty? I tell you, that's a conundrum. It's hard to solve. But God solved that very problem. And so we read in the book of Romans in the chapter 3, if you want to turn there, we'll read from the verse 23, how God comes to solve this problem. Verse 23 of Romans 3, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God, being justified freely by his grace, through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus, whom God has set forth to be a propitiation through faith in his blood, to declare his righteousness for the remission of sins that are past through the forbearance of God. To declare, I say at this time, his righteousness. And then underline these words, that he might be just and the justifier of him which believeth in Jesus.